Surah Waqia was revealed to the Prophet ﷺ in Makkah. And this was revealed, as some of the scholars said, that it was revealed early on, even before the Islam of Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. This surah is amazing because it talks about the three groups of people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will divide the people into on the Day of Judgment. There will be the Sabiqun al-Awwalun, then there will be the right hand people, people of the right hand, and then people of the left hand. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already decreed this, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already written this down in the Lawh al-Mahfuz. In this surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes how the disbelievers disbelieve and they do not understand the reality of the Day of Judgment. As for the Sabiqeen, Allah describes the Jannah that has been given to them, which is Al-Firdaus Al-A'la. Then Allah Azza wa Jal moves on to Ashab al-Yameen, the people of the right hand, what sort of life they will lead, in how the Jannah that they will have, which is the lower levels of Jannah. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala moves on to description of Ashab al-Shimal. And the Ashab al-Shimal are those people of the left hand. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the generally merciful, the specifically merciful to the believers. إِذَا وَقَعَتِ الْوَاقِعَةِ. So waqi' meaning that which has taken place. Al-waqi' meaning the one that is inevitable. So the inevitable event. Can you see how Allah has called the Day of Judgment inevitable? لَيْسَ لِوَقَعَتِهَا كَاذِبًا. It's taking place, meaning it is not a lie. خَافِضَةٌ رَافِعَةٌ. Meaning this Day of Judgment will humble some of them, meaning it will lower some people. وَرَافِعَةٌ, and will raise others. Who are the ones who the Day of Judgment will humble? They are the rich people, those people who have wealth in this dunya. The Day of Judgment will humble them. Those people who this dunya is a prison for them will be high and mighty on the day, whereas those people who this dunya was an enjoyment and luxury for them will be lowest on that day. In the authentic hadith in Musnad Imam Ahmed, the Prophet ﷺ said the rich people will be the lowest on the Day of Judgment, except for those who donate in the cause of Allah. إِذَا رُجَّتِ الْأَرْضُ رَجَّةً. Meaning, when will it take place? When the earth will shake with the tremendous shaking. وَبُسَّتِ الْجِبَالُ بَسًّا. And the mountains have been crushed with a single crushing. فَكَانَتْ هَبَاءً مُنْبَثًّا. So they have become like dust, and when the wind blows, it is as if that the mountains have now scattered. This is how powerful the Day of Judgment will be. فَكَانَتْ هَبَاءً مُنْبَثًّا. So it has become like scattered dust. وَكُنْتُمْ أَزْوَاجًا ثَلَاثًا. And you are three. فَأَصْحَابُ الْمَيْمَنَةِ. As for the people of the right hand, مَا أَصْحَابُ الْمَيْمَنَةِ. What will tell you who the people of the right hand are? وَأَصْحَابُ الْمَشْأَمَةِ. And the people of the left hand, what will tell you who the people of the left hand are? وَالسَّابِقُونَ السَّابِقُونَ. Meaning to be at forefront, meaning it's a competition. So they understand that this life is a competition in goodness, so that we can excel and win against each other. That today we don't even understand that we are meant to compete for Jannah. Have you seen when we stand in a row, for example, for Salah, and there is a gap in the front? What do? My brother, you take it. No, brother, you take it. Which is madness. No. Oh, but this is impolite. What are you talking about impolite? Do not be foolish. In the acts of ibadah, you must be the first to do it. This is why Abu Bakr used to compete against Umar, and Umar would compete against Abu Bakr. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ said, if you knew how much reward there is in the first row, you would even put lots, meaning you would put your names into a pot to find out who would be the ones who gets to go in the first row today. Why is it that we don't compete? It's probably because we don't believe enough. So we need to work on our belief about Jannah and belief in the Day of Judgment. أُولَٰئِكَ الْمُقَرَّبُونَ. They are the ones who are close to me. Meaning they are the ones who have tried to come close to me, so I have also come close to them. Fi jannatin na'im. In the highest of the gardens of paradise, which is the blessed Jannah of tremendous blessing. Thullatum min al-awwaleen. A large number of people from the previous generation, and only a few people from the Ummah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But this is not authentic, because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in authentic hadith in Bukhari, would it make you happy if 1/4 of the people of Jannah was from you, meaning from Muslimin of the Ummah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? And the Sahaba became happy. Ya Rasulullah, that would be brilliant. Then the Prophet said, would it be happy if you are half the people of Jannah? Then the Sahaba became even more happy. Then the Prophet said, no, rather I make dua to Allah that you are the vast majority of the people of Jannah. The second meaning of Thullatun min al-awwaleen, as scholars said, is a large number of people from the previous generation, the generations of the Sahaba and the companions, their companions and their companions. وَقَلِيلٌ مِّنَ الْآخِرِينَ, and only a few from our generation. And this is the strongest opinion, which is true. Vast majority of the people, 1.5 billion Muslims, will say, how many of them actually pray? How many of them actually fast properly? How many of them actually fast Ramadan but will not pray? عَلَى سُرُرٍ مَوْضُونَةٍ. They are going to go and into this beautiful Jannah in which there are sururs, which means beds. But over here it refers to reclining couches. Ala sururin, meaning lots of beds of light. Mawduna meaning beautifully prepared for them. Cushions and heavy brocade and light emanating, all of it from it. Muttaki'ina alayha mutaqabilin. Muttaki'in, meaning they're not lying down nor sitting up, they are reclining. Mutaqabilin, meaning they are facing each other. From all beautiful drinks that Allah has created for us. La yusadda'un. From that drink, they are not going to get a headache. Wala yunzifun. Nor will they become drunk and drowsy. Wa fakihatin. On top of this beautiful drinks that they will drink, fruits, mimma yatakhayyarun, for whatever they wish, whatever they love. Meaning, the scholars of Tafsir said that when they're reclining on their couches and they look at a fruit tree that has beautiful fruit, the tree will bend and come forward. You don't have to move. وَفَاكِهَةٍ مِمَّا يَتَخَيَّرُونَ. And fruits, mimma, from whatever, يَتَخَيَّرُونَ, whatever they love and whatever they wish. وَلَحْمِ طَيْرٍ. طَيْر meaning the meat of طَيْر, birds. Like for example, you might like chicken or you might like turkey. And the meat of birds from whatever they love. So Ibn Abbas said in the tafsir of this verse, when a believer looks at a bird and he wants to eat it, the bird will become barbecued in front of him straight away. Mimma yashtahun, from whatever they wish. Wahurun een, and the women with the most lovely, beautiful black eyes. They're called hur'in because as soon as you look at them, what will mesmerize you is their eyes. وَكَأَمْثَالِ اللُّؤْلُؤِ الْمَكْنُونِ, yani like the example of lu'lu', which is pearls, maknoon meaning preserved pearls. So imagine pearls that are hidden within beautiful silk garments, so they're concealed beautiful pearls. جَزَاءً بِمَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ, as a reward for what they used to do. لَا يَسْمَعُونَ فِيهَا لَغْوًا وَلَا تَأْثِيمًا, they will not hear therein any vain speech, wasted speech. وَلَا تَأْثِيمًا, nor any sinful words, swearing words, harmful words. إِلَّا قِيلًا سَلَامًا سَلَامًا, except for the saying, peace be on you, enjoyment upon enjoyment. وَأَصْحَابُ الْيَمِينِ مَا أَصْحَابُ الْيَمِينِ, and the people of the right hand, what will tell you about the people of the right hand? فِي سِدْرٍ مَخْضُودٍ, now Allah is going to describe the right hand. They'll be in gardens with sidr. Sidr means cedar trees. Cedar trees are those very huge low trees. وَطَلْحٍ مَمْضُودٍ, طَلْح means fruits, mamdood meaning layered on top of each other. Have you seen the bananas, how they come with the fruits all layered on top of each other? Yeah. In the same way, talhim mamdood refers to banana trees that are layered with fruits on top of each other. But doesn't just refer to banana trees, refers to all other types of trees as well. But specifically, the reference here is to banana trees. وَظِلٍّ mamdood, and dhil means shade, mamdood meaning widespread shade. Shade from what? Shade from the light of the throne of Allah, not light from the sun. وَمَاءٍ مَسْكُوبٍ, and water that is poured forth plentifully, beautiful pure water that is plentifully flowing, springs that are flowing everywhere for them to drink from. وَفَاكِهَةٍ كَثِيرًا, and fruits that are abundant. لَا مَقْتُوعَةٍ وَلَا مَمْنُوعَةٍ, it will never ever finish. After you eat it, it will pop out again, nor will it be ever seasonal, meaning that it will start or finish at one time. وَفُرُشٍ مَرْفُوعَةٍ, and furush, beds for them to recline and to rest on. Not for sleeping, by the way, because there's no sleep in Jannah. It's because it would be a waste of time to sleep. No sleep in Jannah. You'll never get tired. There are marfu'ah that are raised up high. Inna ansha'nahunna, verily we have created them, insha'a, with a beautiful insha, with a new creation. the wives of the people of Jannah, the spouses of the people of Jannah.